Fall always feels like a fresh start on the homestead. And as the days get colder and the garden slows down and is finished for the year, fall cleaning gives the house a chance to reset before the winter settles in. It is simply taking time to clear out the dust, the clutter, and the things that have really piled up during our busy summer months. And it doesn't have to be really overwhelming. I found that a simple calendar can make the whole process very easy. Pick one room at a time and spend a couple hours each day deep cleaning that room until you're done. Then move through each space. Remove old items that no longer serve a purpose. Donate things you can't use anymore. Throw out the garbage, or learn to repurpose the items that still have a little life left in them. Pass out hand-me-downs to neighbors, friends, and family. If you want to make a little cash on the side, fall's a great time to hold a garage sale as well. A clean and organized home makes going into the holiday season so much easier and far less stressful. And when winter does arrive, the long months inside feel brighter and far more comfortable.
Today I made this fun little curtain panel down here to hide all of the treasures that end up stored underneath the freeze dryer table here. This is just a way to hide the mess, but also take away some of the stress, because a lot of times when we're unorganized or things just pile up, it starts to create a lot of stress and frustration. And so this fun little curtain is just a fun addition that makes the color, adds a little color, but also it's going to hide some of the unorganized mess that maybe we don't want everybody to see.
So this little corner of the homestead, as you can see, holds the freeze dryer and the dehydrator. This is an adjustable table, so it can go up and down, giving me more or less space. And honestly, this area just becomes a free-for-all. It holds jars, it holds baskets, it holds supplies for our farm stand, which is what the jars and baskets are used for. But it gets really messy really fast, and all the clutter makes everything feel really crowded and just ugly. And so the curtains will kind of hide the ugliness and hopefully help me keep it a little bit more organized as well. So the first step is to clean everything out. Every jar, every basket, every random aisle is going to come out. It's going to be cleared up, which will make it easier for me to decide what needs to stay, what needs to go, what needs to be rehomed. Some things can be condensed into one box or bin, take up a little bit less room. And then once everything is sorted, we'll clean the floor and the table so we can put everything back in a nice, clean, and refreshed area, like all of these cute little baskets. Now the fun part, to make the curtains. I am starting out with about a yard of fabric. This is just something I already have in my fabric stash. In measuring underneath the freeze dryer, I have about 43 inches across I need to cover and 26 inches down. And since I want it to be like a curtain, I want it to gather up. And so the final measurements in the end are going to be about 60 inches by 30 inches. So I have enough curtain to cover all the way to the ground as well. Because I only have a yard of fabric, it's not going to be wide enough on its own. And so I actually ended up making 2 matching side panels to add that extra 60 inches of width that I need to make these curtains work. And so I just had some similar fabrics in the same reds that I just added those panels on the side. I sewed those panels together, and then I attached each of those panels onto one side of that main curtain piece. And once those panels were attached, then I can hem. And I want to make sure and hem my curtains on both sides as well as on the bottom so that there's no fraying, especially because it's in my kitchen and it may get a lot of use or a lot of scraping as dogs walk by or kids walk by, and I don't want those edges to fray in the use. Now, as I get those sides and that bottom hemmed, I'm going to make a casing at the top of my curtains. Now, to make a casing, you're going to fold it 1/4 inch, and then you're going to fold it again 2 inches and press that really well. Then you're going to stitch along the fold of the casing and then along the top edge of the casing. And what that's going to do is it's actually going to create an opening that will go all the way across your curtain so that you can slide your rope or your curtain rod into that casing and hang it up. And once that is done, we're going to give it all a really good press and take it on up into the kitchen. Now, I have these super strong magnetic hooks, and they are actually going to work really nicely on the metal parts underneath this table. If your table doesn't have metal parts, you can also get a spring-loaded curtain rod. But I'm just going to thread that curtain through my little rope that I have and string it up on those hooks. It's going to fully cover that area and hide all of the clutter and make this whole corner look so much cleaner and tidier. It just makes a huge difference. Can you see? Oh, I just love it.
I really love how this curtain turned out. It is just on a little piece of string, so I can open it so that I can access what is underneath here. But for the most part, I'll probably just keep it closed and then just lift it when I need to access any of the items underneath here. It's a fun red color, which is actually one of the accent colors of our kitchen. And so it kind of fits in with some of our towels and linens and things like that. But it's also something that can be interchangeable if I wanted to make a holiday themed one, or if I want to change the colors of my kitchen, or if maybe in the spring I want to have something maybe a little less flashy, a little lighter, we could definitely change it. So this is just a great addition to hiding things. You can add these on open shelving that you might have throughout your house, in your kitchen. I actually have an open shelf pantry in our mudroom that I'm thinking I might make some curtains for as well. So that might be an upcoming video this winter for some of the projects I have as well.
Fall cleaning is one of the best ways to get ready for the cold months ahead. It clears your mind, refreshes your home, and helps you step into the holidays with less stress and so much more joy. And there's still time. You don't have to stress about it. Just put it on your calendar and work on those spaces that are really causing you a lot of frustration and stress. A little bit of effort now means winter will feel simpler and so much more peaceful. Your family will thank you, and your homestead will thank you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.